we've made the second round for the 9th time in the club's history. I'm sure after that one in the rain and the effort to get to this point, I'm sure the boys are depleted, but also ecstatic with the result that they've accomplished.
Yeah, no, I'm ever so proud of the boys, first and foremost, and I think they should be proud of themselves as well. It was a mammoth effort. I thought we fully deserved to win the game. I thought we possibly could have been maybe 3-0 up at half-time with Jaden hitting the post, but that game was won with heart and desire, nothing else. The willingness to run, to defend, to put their bodies on the line. We made it a man-for-man game, and we went and pressed them all over the pitch. We knew that at times myself and Reece would be 2 versus 2 at the back, and we knew at the top end of our pitch we would get 3 versus 3, and I thought our 3 were better than their 2, and I thought it caused them problems. Then you look at the midfield boys, the fullbacks. I thought everyone hugely played their part today. You can see how much of a different side we look when we've got a few bodies back. Obviously, having Tarek in today, having Reece for a longer period of time, having Tyrese in from the start, we felt a lot more solid. And overall, listen, I'm just delighted for the football club. It's not about myself and the players. It's about the whole group, for all the supporters, the board members. Every single person that supports us, follows us, and hopefully they can enjoy that one this evening.
Yeah, do you feel a little bit sort of happy with the fact that you have sort of kept these players around, knowing that they're going to come back and get fit again? And that first half, I think a lot of people will be more than relieved to have seen the performance that was put out there this afternoon. I suppose just on that, can we expect to probably see a little bit more of that then?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the reason why I signed these lads. We've just not been able to get them out there. A lot of teams would underestimate us, and rightly so, because we've had a scratch team out for probably 6 weeks. But the real us is a lot better than what we've shown. And I've been a big believer, and I've stood by my word that when these lads come back, we'll be better for it. Even getting Kiki out there for the last half an hour, you can see the difference that he makes. So I watched a lot of the interviews yesterday from Altrincham, and they said if they come here and they play how they can, that they'll win the game. But they've never been to Slough before, and it's a tough place to come when we're on it, and we do things well. And I think they probably realised that in the first maybe 15, 20 minutes when we looked fit, we looked sharp, we were aggressive, and then they stopped trying to play out as much. So it suited us when we sort of like saw them trying to play out, because we love pressing. We're not the best team in the world, we know that, but our superpower is our running power. And when everyone does it, we're a difficult team to play against. So I'm delighted. We've beat a really good football club. They've got some top players, of course they have. But today I really felt like it suited us at home. We've been fortunate to get a home draw, of course. Going to Altrincham would have been very different. We thank their fans for coming down as well, making it a good atmosphere. But I think the support we got today around the 3 sides of the ground was phenomenal. And I'm just delighted that we can give them something in return for all the people that turned up. And hopefully now we can look forward to another round.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact that they haven't sort of played Slough in a very, very long time. Would it also have probably been a surprise to them to have seen a couple of players who our own fans wouldn't have known were in the squad this afternoon, and with one of them also playing an absolute pivotal role in scoring the first goal in Ansu Jana?
Yeah, we've obviously been looking to possibly replace Henry, and that's no disrespect to the other lads that played in there, but we're very, very young, or we have been very young, and we felt like we needed something different. I've tried to sign Ansu twice before, and he went to Havant when they were full-time. I didn't manage to get him across the line. And then he texted me the other day out of the blue, and I thought, you know what, let's have a conversation. And a massive thanks to the board for allowing it to happen. We obviously didn't get Luke on today, but it's another good addition up top. We've got a huge November. I don't want us to be a cup team. Our cup record has been very good, but we need to make sure that our bread and butter is the league, and we start climbing up the table in that. But going back to Ansu, to come on and obviously score a goal. He went off with a bit of cramp and a little bit of a tight quad, but that's to be expected, because playing for us isn't easy. You've got to be willing to run. You've got to be willing to put your body on the line. And listen, that's how we get results. We're not good enough to not work hard. And I think the heart and desire that we showed today has won us the game. The willingness to defend and put bodies on the line, like I said. And we limited them to very little. So, overall, great day. I'm just glad it's over. It's completely consumed my week. Obviously, watching Altrincham my little one was awake at 3 o'clock this morning, and I was on Y Scout watching them again, just seeing if I could see anything else. And yeah, I'm just glad it's over because it's exhausting. And fair play to the management team as well. They've all played their part. Yellow went up to Harborough a couple of weeks ago to go and watch them. Casey watches all the games. Winesy watches set pieces. Even Trent, Chico, the medical team. It's not just about one or two people or the players. Jeff as well. He's so invested. So it's a team effort. We're not good enough to do it alone. And listen, I'm just hugely proud of everyone.
I've asked you now the last few rounds, and I'm going to keep asking the same question. You know what's coming. You're probably not aware of all the teams that are obviously in the next round just yet, but if there was a name that you know so far, who would you be looking at?
I don't know, Con, to be honest. I just know that getting through this round financially for the football club makes a big difference. Going out in this round is still an achievement to get this far. But to have won this round, I think it's worth £50,000 more than what it would have been if we went out. So I know that will help. I know some of it's going towards the Christmas do, so that helps as well. But I don't care who we play in the next round. I think we've got to this stage. We've just got to enjoy it. We're one game away from childhood dreams and creating memories and whatnot. I said to the lads before the game, even at my age of 37, I still want to have one good run in the cup. It might be my last run, I don't know, from a selfish point of view. But I want these lads to experience something special. And I watched Robbie Savage's interview last night, and he said exactly the same. He wants his lads to go and change their lives, and I would love our lads to do the same and go and make a name for themselves and catch some attention and get taken by full-time clubs, because you can see our lads today against the full-time outfit. They can compete, they can play, and I don't think there's any difference in fitness either, which is a good thing. So, no, overall, I'm probably waffling on a bit because I'm exhausted, and yeah, it probably hasn't sunk in yet, but no, just delighted. I know there's a fan that I've seen on Facebook as well that's suffering with a bit of illness at the moment. I'd like to dedicate that to him, Steve Gully on Facebook. I know he can't make it today, and he said obviously because of the crowds, he's got to stay at home. Hopefully he sees this, and that one's for him. Sorry.
Yeah, brilliant. And now we have to think about the other games that, as you've already mentioned, November is a very much packed month for us. I think 8 more games to come, starting with, of course, Bath City's visit here on Tuesday evening. I can't imagine there's many things you're already thinking in mind ahead of that game.
No, I'll sit down probably tomorrow and start analysing them. But this week's been all about Altrincham. I've tried to do as much as I can, and I always do, along with the management team. But yeah, Bath's a quick turnaround now, but I don't want it to be after the Lord Mayor's show that we turn up on Tuesday night and put in a powder puff performance. Hopefully this will be the kickstart to our season. We're in an okay position. We're a couple of wins away from mid-table or the outskirts of the playoffs and whatnot, but yeah, we need to make sure that we use our games in hand to our benefit and not to our detriment. Yeah, listen, Tuesday night's another big game, and like I said, we need to make sure we start climbing that league table.
Yeah, congratulations on a fantastic achievement, Scott, and we'll see you again on Tuesday.
Cheers, Con. Thank you.